Okay. I've got a couple more questions coming in, so let's move through these quickly. We have another question. You mentioned to prevent remote users from storing company data on remote devices. How do you enforce that?
I can take that one if you don't mind, Chris. I guess the first thing I would say there is DLP. There's many tools, specifically where we're looking at probably as a client-based DLP. Now, to get back to the Microsoft 365 part, which I'm sure a majority of folks are using, Microsoft does have some basic DLP controls. They have the ability to, if you go under the security and compliance section under the admin console, there's a lot of things you can do as far as limiting access to applications and features and stuff like that. But they also have what they call FCI, which is file classification, I think is the terminology. Anyway, the file classification, or tagging as most of us know it, allows you to tag files that would be, we mentioned earlier, that would be high risk, that are for, certain eyes only. And then you got your medium risk and your low, which is public. So anyway, you can go through and classify those files. And not only that, with Microsoft, you can actually go and do an e-discovery looking for where those tagged files are. So that should be part of hopefully more of an overall configuration for all of your Office 365 environment, but definitely most particular into this remote access time, to make sure that maybe you've got a policy that my high critical files do not leave. And the only way to look at them would be through like a BDI or something like that. And then beyond the Microsoft 365, there's specific players in this game, manufacturers. Some that come to mind would be Digital Guardian, Force Scouts, Symantec is a couple. That would be an agent that you can put on there. And you might want to start with your C-level or somebody that would have access to critical files just through the Windows rights. Well, let's layer on this extra client DLP for them to make sure that if I am in HR and I have access to payroll, or I'm purchasing and have access to these banking things, that I don't open them, save them, rename them, print them, take a screenshot. A lot of these DLP agents have that granular of control to know that Lisa opened an Excel spreadsheet. She saved it as vacationpictures.jpg, emailed it to her webmail account. A good DLP agent would have caught all of that and stopped it at any point. So if you've got files like that you are critical to your business, you might want to investigate using something like one of those focused DLP agents to help reduce that risk.